Hey YouTubers, thanks for tuning in to Bowhunter Die. We want to hear about whatever stalks that you may have had that have been successful. Josh was not so successful at his stalk, so let's hear about one of your successful stalks.
Yeah, and guys, don't forget to like the video, comment below, and share it with your friends.
Welcome to another episode of Bowhunter Die. Justin, one thing's for certain, man, this weather keeps staying hot. I mean, watching Josh's upcoming hunt here, gosh, the heat is just putting a damper on things.
Well, I tell you, that time of year in Wyoming just always seems to be super hot. I ran into that heat a couple years ago, had a similar experience where, you know, the muleys were on their feet, you know, first thing in the morning when it was cool, but man, the minute that sun came up, you know, they bedded down. They were hard to find and then hard to hunt in the evening. So what you guys are about to see with Josh's hunt is they do spot and stalk for mule deer in the mornings, and then they're going out in the evenings to chase whitetails. In Wyoming, your deer tag is good for either or, and I think Josh was not going to pass up an opportunity to shoot a good buck regardless of what it was.
Sounds like a great combo to me, man, be able to shoot either or. So let's join up with Josh now.
First morning of our hunt in Wyoming, and I'm just stoked. I've waited all year for this. I can't stand it. I'm like a little kid at Christmas. It's just outstanding. Jen cooked a great breakfast this morning, so we went and ate breakfast. We got the trucks loaded up. I packed my cooler. I'm ready to go. Dustin has just absolutely tortured me all year. I'd send him texts and say, hey man, send me pictures. He'll send me a picture of a deer going to the bathroom, you know, or of a deer with its head in a bush, and you can see just the tips of his antlers. He's just done it, and I know he's done it on purpose. So every time I ask him what we're going to do this morning, he just kind of smiles and laughs, and so I know he's got something big in store for us. So supposedly we're going to go spot and stalk mule deer this morning. So hopefully the next time you see us, we'll be on a big one. Well, that was a long walk, a long stalk for nothing. As you can see, we got a Polaris Ranger behind us, and it happened to be a surveyor who was coming down almost at exactly just below where that deer was bedded to check a point and survey it up. And as soon as he got close to it, it was gone, popped up, went up over the hill, and that was the end of our stalk. It was a great time. I'm glad we didn't film it because it probably wasn't safe for TV as far as some of the language that came out, but it is what it is, and then we'll go on to the next one. Beautiful end to our first day here in Wyoming. We saw a lot of deer today, a lot of bucks. Put a couple stalks on. The first one got blown up by a surveyor that happened to come in. Busted that buck out. The second one, we just couldn't make it happen, but we got into about 35 yards. But it's beautiful scenery, beautiful deer, and it's just a wonderful day. Bow hunter die. Well, it's the morning of day 2, and you can see a beautiful sunrise coming up here in Wyoming. We've had a great time so far. This morning we decided we're going to go glass for some muleys this morning on some new property and see what we can see. And if we don't do any good there, then we're going to go after whitetails this afternoon. But either way, it's going to be an outstanding day. Everything's starting to happen now. We've had 2 doe and a fawn pile out, and then another buck, and I see a bunch of deer that are coming piling into the field now. It's a little bit before 5, so we're in good shape. We're just going to sit here and see what happens, and I think we're going to get a good opportunity. Third morning of our hunt here in Wyoming. We decided to get up on a ridge and kind of glass for mule deer. Last night we sat in the blind till after dark. We had deer coming in on us all evening. I had a nice couple bucks, and around 110, 120. Got kind of trapped in the blind and couldn't do any interviews there before we got out of there. But it was a great evening hunt. So this morning we kind of did something a little different. We jumped on these ridges and we're just glassing for mule deer. I've already seen 4 or 5 does, and we're hoping that maybe a couple bucks will come in. We've spent all morning glassing, and we got out of the truck. We'd driven around for a long time. We got out of the truck and went down a ridge. We got out there, and Dustin spotted a monstrous big hole in the side of the mountain right there. And he's just laid up in air horns from one end to the other. I'm excited, so we're going to sneak out of here and see what we can do. To 28 yards, and he stood up just like Dustin said he would. He looked at us, and we just couldn't see the vitals. We see his front shoulder, but that was about it. He laid in this little hole right here. It's amazing that he was in that and stood up and bolted down before we got a shot. So just one of those things. It was an awesome experience to be able to do that and get that close to a big mule deer. It was just awesome. Well, this is the evening of our 3rd day hunt. We started out today by spotting, stalking mule deer and got to 28 yards from one. It was outstanding.
we decided to come back to the blind we were at yesterday, where we saw a couple smaller bucks, and then hopefully one of the big ones will come through. The only problem is it's about 100 degrees, and it's just like one of those old movies where they throw the prisoners in the sweat box for a week. It is hot, but we've sprayed down with our dead downwind. We're ready to go, so we're just going to sweat it out and see what happens. Nice 8, I think. Big tall buck. He came in, Dustin stopped him. I shot the arrow. I didn't get all the way through him, but I think I got a decent shot on him. I think I'm gonna sit over here and pass out real quick.
We plan all year for this. We hone our skills. We have confidence in the gear we choose. When the time comes, will you be ready? We're giving away 10 DS4K models between now and the end of the year to Enter for your chance to win. Text STEALTH to 59262.
We're getting it close to an hour, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to start looking for blood. And we're going to ease into it and see what we can find. Good blood. Way through, here's the arrow, and it's looks like it's got about 16 inches in, maybe 14 inches, something like that. It's really good blood all. Blood right down through here. Blood right here. You see it? I don't see it. There he is. He's good. He's right there. Dead. I mean, what, 35 yards, 40 yards? There he is, right in the ditch. All right. I'm gonna go grab him. Oh man, he's a good buck. He's at 5 on that one side. Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, that's a nice buck, Dustin. Oh, man. It's so big. Oh, God. Son, he's nice. He's a 10. Nice big Wyoming 10. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Look at that hook. Dude, that is an awesome deer. Awesome deer. Well, we just recovered the deer, so we're gonna go ahead and notch our Wyoming deer tag. And so we're gonna go ahead and do that with the dates and all that good stuff. Let's see. Well, I don't know what to say. It's been a wonderful 3 days here in Wyoming. Capped it off with this beautiful 10-point today. Started out earlier in the week. We had a good spot and stalk on a nice mule deer buck and got busted by a surveyor that was out doing some survey points. It took off and we've seen some good deer. Just wasn't able to get close enough to get a shot. Tonight we had a wonderful 8-point come in. Normally I would have shot it. For some reason I decided to pass on it, and thank God I did, because this big boy came in not 30 minutes later. Beautiful Wyoming 10 came in, gave us a shot about 27 yards, put a good shot on it, just a little bit higher than I'd like, but it ended up doing great. He ran, you know, about 50, 60 yards over in the thicket, almost like a jungle over there, laid down and died, and that was it. Had great blood in. You know, the NAP kill zone did its job, and just thank God for it, and having a great time here in Wyoming, and it ain't over yet. Bow hunt or die.
No, Justin, for some reason I feel like we're usually giving Josh a hard time, but man, there's nothing. We were looking for stuff to give him a hard time for, and we couldn't come up with it this time.
He did an awesome job. He made a perfect shot on that deer. You know, as he said, it only went, I think, 40 yards and expired right there. So, you know, just an awesome hunt for Josh and for Dustin out there in Wyoming. Heck of a way to start the season off, and thankfully his shooting was better than when he was with you and those turkeys earlier.
Hey, now I thought we agreed that he did a great job. Now we got to leave the
He
turkey
did do a
behind.
good job. He redeemed himself.
I don't know what it is about Josh, but I mean, man, looking at that hunt was a lot similar to my hunt with him turkey hunting. It was like 1,000,000 degrees in that blind. I mean, literally, I thought I was going to pass out on that last
those
turkey
are
hunt that
brutal.
we had. They are brutal. We need to get like some sort of air conditioning system we can put behind the blind.
You got to get those. No, you just get those little fans with the little water bottles. You got those.
Dude, I
from when
bought
you
those
went
for
out
free.
there.
Yeah.
They work great.
What's that one company, Coolabuck? They make the.
Oh yeah.
Dude, they make that really sweet, you know, portable deer cooler. Maybe you just leave that part off and just put the little air conditioning system in there. You got to plug it in. You need a generator. It's not going to work.
Well, you get just bags of ice inside some sort of coat to keep you cool.
We're gonna be thinking about this new design.
Yeah, if you have any ideas, let us know. Guys, next up we are going to join Daryl Bell, who actually drove from way down south up to Kentucky to a brand new lease that he got for this year. This is his first time hunting it, so let's take a look now.
All right, folks, we are in the truck headed to Hopkinsville, Kentucky. It is September 1st. Season opens tomorrow morning. Depending on traffic, we should be there in about 7.5 hours, which is going to put us there 2 or 3 hours before dark. And so our game plan is to head over, park behind the barn, and glass the bean field we're going to be hunting tomorrow afternoon. We've got 2 bucks coming into that bean field just about every other day. Between 2:30, they cross going one way at 2:30 and then back about 5:30 every day. One's a big white 8-point. We think he's 4.5 years old. The other one is a deer we've been calling Grandpa. He's super old, no idea how old he is. He won't score super high, but he's still a pretty old deer, and ultimately that's my goal is to kill an older buck. Well, folks, I just pulled up over here at the farm in Hopkinsville, and one thing I did not expect to find was a field full of yellow soybeans. I talked to one of my buddies up here, and this field was just as green as a gourd yesterday, and now it's about 50% yellowed, so that kind of worries me. Luckily, it just happened, it seems like overnight, so hopefully it didn't change the pattern up yet of these deer. But they're going to start shedding velvet here in a few days. These beans are going to yellow quick. They're on the way out. So who knows? We'll see what the next couple of days have to hold. But we're going to sit this field out till dark in the truck. It's sprinkling rain now. So we'll see. Maybe something will come out in the field before dark and make me feel better about it. But I can tell you I didn't expect to see a yellow field of soybeans when I pulled up here. So. All right, folks. We just pulled up over here at the farm. It is 11:45. My plan was to be walking away from the truck by noon, so I think that's going to work out. Wanted to make this short and sweet. We got to go in here, pull the camera card, hang a lone wolf, hang a lifeline, get everything, all the camera gear set up. I'm a little disorganized. It's the first hunt of the year, so that's pretty normal for me. So I am going to finish throwing this stuff on, and I will see you guys in the tree. Bow hunt or die. Check the camera. The bucks are still coming in here. They were moved to more at nighttime. Not really sure what did that, but they're still coming in here during the day. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll shoot a doe. Maybe we'll shoot a buck. Who knows? Grandpa just stepped back inside the wood line. I don't know where he's going. There's nothing there but the creek. He was calm. He ate some beans. He turned and went back in the woods. I have no idea what he's doing, where he's going. But I have a lot of pictures of him in this corner, so I really hope he works his way back out or comes back out further down so we can get a shot at him. Shoulder, and he went in the woods right where that big deer went in the woods a few minutes ago, or he came out of the woods where the big deer went in the woods. So hopefully they're in there together and they're gonna work their way down to this corner. So pretty much gonna wrap it up this afternoon, unless it happens the next 3
or 4 minutes, I'm going to be out of camera light. It was a good afternoon, I'll say that. Any day you can see one of your target headless bucks is a good day.
Alright guys, it's day 2 here in Kentucky, or evening number 2. I think today's Sunday the 3rd. The wind is wrong to go back in there where we saw those big deer yesterday afternoon. So I'm gonna go in here, and I don't have a camera in here, so I'm gonna shoot a doe. There's not really any big deer on that side of the farm. Don't have a camera up on this stand, so I don't really know what's in there, but I know I don't have any big deer pictures over there. So I may use this opportunity to just shoot a doe so I can get it out without busting up any of my good areas. The creek's super high right now, so I'm gonna have to wade through this creek. Hopefully I can get through it without getting the pants too wet. But
It is scorching outside. It's like 87 degrees. I'm pouring sweat when I got in here. I just now got a little cooled off. I basically took a dead downwind bath with some field spray and field wipes. So, use some Tink's goon urine cover scent. So, I don't know if that's going to work or not, but I had some. So, everything got ran through Scent Crusher. I've done just about all I could do. It's just hot. But this is a pretty good funnel that runs in between the block of timber on our east side of the farm and our block of timber on the west side of the farm. And it's really the only funnel. It's about a 70-yard wide strip of woods that connects both sides of the farm. So there's soybeans on each side of it. There's not really any way for these bucks to be getting to each side of the farm unless they're walking through the middle of the field, which is possible, but I don't think they're doing that. I don't know where he came from. I know he came from on top of this ridge somewhere, but he was working down the ridge at an angle and is over to my left somewhere over there right now. That makes so much sense because the corner I have pictures of him in is that direction. He must be coming across this head of woods, going down and crossing over the corner of the soybean field. Darn, I've seen both of our shooters on this farm in 2 days. That's it.
It's Wednesday morning. I didn't hunt this morning like I said I was going to. The cameras just aren't really showing any morning activity. So what I'm actually going to do is get in here with the buggy and spread the rest of our fall food plots into these soybeans. Kind of our game plan is to just broadcast that wheat and radish into those standing beans. The beans are already yellowing, so it's getting plenty of sunlight to the soil. We got a rain yesterday. We have rains in the forecast in the next couple of days. So we should get awesome seed germination, and the rain will also help give us good seed to soil contact. So that is our game plan. Soybeans fix a lot of nitrogen in the soil, so these radishes and wheat should do phenomenal behind it, and they'll actually help the farmer because those are both great cover crops.
Alright, we're up here at the second food plot, and I'm sorry I'm standing so close to the camera and whispering, but this plot is what we call a gap plot, and it's basically the gap that connects the front bean field to the back bean field, but on each side of it is doe bedding areas. I have pictures of does on the east side and on the west side, and I jumped does out of there during the spring when I was down there shed hunting, so they're definitely bedding in there. The bucks cruise it, come into the back bean field, so this is just going to be a perfect spot to ambush bucks in between these two doe bedding areas, but actually funnel them from the front field to the back field as well. So I'm going to get this one planted, and we're actually going to hang a new 4K stealth cam on it to kind of monitor it, because I haven't had a cell cam or a trail cam on this gap in particular. So we're going to get to it. Alright guys, I'm in here at the third and final food plot for the day. This is a little corner stand, that on the other side, that backs right up to the creek. On the other side of the creek is standing corn. You may be able to see bits and pieces of it behind me. And then there's some bedding to the south of here. So we're going to broadcast the radishes and the wheat into this corner, fill up a scrape dripper. Then we're going to get out of here. My boots are soaking wet, and I'm going to try to dry them before this evening. So that's the game plan. So I'll see you guys in a tree. Hopefully we can get done this afternoon. This is the last evening of this trip. Been up here for 5 days. I've gotten close, but hopefully this evening is the evening. They weren't in there yesterday. They're normally in there every 2 days. So it only makes sense that they'd be in there today. But we'll see. Bowhunt or die, baby. All right, guys, it's the last evening here in Kentucky. It's Wednesday afternoon. I'm not even sure what the date is anymore. I've been here for so long, it feels like. The patterns are really changing now. I had a buck on camera that's already shed his velvet. They're moving in the middle of the night because of the moon, so there's no telling what's going to happen. There's always next time. I think we're leaving on the 22nd or the 21st to come back up here up this month, September. And we're gonna move some tree stands, check on some food plots, and hopefully we can get on. And their patterns have just changed so much, even over the past 5 days since I've been here, that it's time to move some stands. So I'm gonna try to pack up and slip out of here. And until next time, Bowhunt or die.
Well, Justin, it looks like Daryl's got a nice place down there. I mean, it's a long drive for him, but I'll tell you what, it's a good way for him to dodge these hurricanes that we keep getting.
Well, when you're young and you have no children, you can afford to just go hunt all over the country, right? You have really nothing else to do. So
he's living the dream.
I remember being in Daryl's position many moons ago. So,
but he is married now, so that's going to slowly change. But you know what? It looks like he's got a great spot that he's hunting there. I know that they've killed some dandies there, and he's got some good trail camera photos. So he told us that he's going to be heading up there a couple more weekends, so with a little bit of luck, I'm hoping he's going to put one of those down.
He said they got some rain. He planted some food plots. You know, as you guys saw, he just went into a standing bean field and actually broadcast some seed, which is a great way to do kind of a fall food plot when you're really limited on time and location and stuff like that. So with the rain that they've got, he's really hopeful that those food plots are going to be growing well and they're going to be able to hopefully put a deer on the ground here before too long. Guys, next up, we're going to go into trail cam photos, not trophy photos, and we're going to thank the people who sent in their hit list photos for this week's episode. Trey Robertson, Trevor Ryle, Stephen Kanan, Ricky Longnecker, Todd Sheehy, and Brian Badgie. Hey, congratulations, guys. Those are some awesome hit list bucks. As you can tell, Todd's not with me right now. He's actually on his way back from Wyoming after a successful elk hunt. So I get to pick the winner for this week, who is actually going to be Stephen Kanan. I felt like Stephen had the best summertime velvet trail camera picture of this group. So congratulations, Stephen. You are in the winning, or in the running, I should say, to win a brand new stealth cam trail camera. Guys, we're going to do this for one more week, so make sure you send in your trail camera hit list buck photos. And guys, remember, they've got to be good quality photos. Quit sending me screenshots from your phone. Quit sending me pictures of a computer monitor. These have to be the original images off your SD card, the best quality image you can get. Remember, send them to info@bowhunting.com and let's see what you got. All right, guys, that's all the action we've got for this week's episode of Bowhunt or Die. It goes without saying, but 2 days from now is October 1st, and we will all finally be hitting the woods in pursuit of whitetails here in Illinois.
You're going to be okay.
I got a couple more days to wait. I am going out opening evening. I'm bringing my son with me. It is now legal to use crossbows all year here in the state of Illinois.
So what time am I now? He's shooting?
No, he's just coming with me.
I was gonna say,
I got a ground blind set up. I'm not
ready?
sure. Now I'm not sure how good it's going to be. We're hunting over. We got beans on the farm this year. I don't think the deer are going to be using the beans too much by that point, but there are some acorns dropping on the edges. A lot of deer activity in general. So yeah, bringing the crossbow, bringing Joey with me. It should be an interesting experience. I have no idea what to expect, but I am looking forward to it. How about you? Opening day plans?
Opening day plans, well, now that Wisconsin buck I'm tagged out of Wisconsin, I do want to try to go back to shoot a trophy doe up there. I kind of feel like that's my responsibility to shoot a doe as well. So I'm going to run back up to Wisconsin at some point, but it's time to get serious with Longhorn.
Opening day going for Longhorn?
Opening
Is that the
day,
plan?
That's my plan.
I've
100%.
decided to, I'm giving my bigger bucks a break on opening day, and I'm just going chasing does on opening day and letting those other spots rest. So good luck to everybody who is hitting the woods October 1st. As always, remember to use your safety harnesses, wear those lifelines, and we'll see you next week right here.
One more thing before you go, Justin.
Boy.
No, nothing real quick though. Listen, we also have a Facebook Bowhunter Die page that you have to also learn to subscribe to as well. So we've got two Facebook pages.
It's a group. It's a group. It's not a page. It's a Bowhunter
Sorry.
Die group. Well, it is the different, right?
All right.
So you join the group and come on in, talk bow hunting with everybody. It's a little bit more open line of communication.
Sure.
People sharing their photos. Our guys are in there giving updates on what they're doing. So guys, make sure you look it up on Facebook, Bowhunter Die. Join the group. Now we're officially done. We'll see you next week right here on Bowhunter Die.
For more exciting action, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and receive live updates from our team members as well as the latest happenings in the bow hunting and archery world. Be sure to share your photos, stories, and experiences as well. And don't forget to pick up your official bowhunting.com and Bowhunter Die gear by visiting bowhunting.com/gear. We have a full selection of hats, shirts, decals, wristbands, and much more.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Bowhunter Die. Bowhunter Die. Ready now.
Care to tell us how your hunt went last week?
I need shooting lessons. That's what I need.